When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to Raleigh, North Carolina, Carter Finley Stadium, and home to the NC State Wolfpack. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a team that ranks in the top 5 in this conference, the NC State Wolfpack. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to get us underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Wolfpack offense comes out to get things started in this one. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock in their hard work.
Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
Rides to back and leaves it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. NC State has work to do to convert this third down. Smith dropping to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Looks as if NC State will have to punt it away. He ought to be able to use his first punt to pin him deep. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Off play action. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Pulls it in at the 25. He gets a block. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at 42.
But the problem with the play action game is that it forces the QB to hold on to the ball just a little bit longer to allow some of these plays to develop. And, of course, that gives this defense.
There he goes. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Throws to the tight end. Complete in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Catch in the middle. It's Johnson. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. Quarterback empties his backfield. Wants to throw it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They'll leave it with him. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. He splits the uprights. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Boston College will need to mount a comeback, but these fans remember when Zay Flowers earned All-America honors. They know this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Clemson. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Phyllis?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Smith wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Incomplete. He threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
We're still early in this ball game, but this QB has been hit several times already, been sacked. This is one of those games that the ice bath is going to be your friend afterwards. We're just getting started. It's still in the first quarter, for goodness sakes.
Tackle is made at the 38. Let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down. We've reached the break. It's NC State on top. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats.
Good grief.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Yellow Jackets line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
Handoff from the gun. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. The Wolfpack line up facing third and approximately half a mile. Smith dropping to pass. Throws for the tight end. And the third down pass is knocked away by the D. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Looks it in at the 40. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They've gotten very little done on their first 3 possessions, hoping this one will breaks into the open. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. And the Yellow Jackets with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Fires left. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got room to work. There he goes! Touchdown, Georgia Tech! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Wasn't quite able to shake loose as he steps out of bounds at the 22. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Smith wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, that tight end looking like a svelte wide receiver, laying out with all that athletic ability to still control your body, make the catch. It's a nice effort by the tight end.
They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Hard running there. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, Just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Complete to the left. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his progression.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. It's complete to the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot.
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolfpack! After that, there might be a few extra tackling drills in practice this week.
Listen, when you only got one guy there, it makes it really hard to get to the ground. You need a swarm. Where are my other guys? You got to get 1, 2, 3 more guys to the football. Make sure you get them on the ground.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Smith dropping to pass. Rushes on him. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And he takes this from inside the 5. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Smith wants to throw. Under fire. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. On the run, it's Reinbold. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. And this one sails through just inside that left upright. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, one of the best environments in the game, and Raleigh has given us a fun first half.
North Carolina State will kick it off to open the 3rd quarter. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the...
It's a seam wide open! And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. They'll give it to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. They believe they can run right here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get them.
Turning it on! Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one, and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can...
Got it! He gets it in! Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
Really nice job by the offense there, setting up the play-action pass. They ran the ball the last play, so the defense saw run action this time. A lot of guys bit downhill. The quarterback had a chance to find his target outside. He puts it up in the air. Receiver does his job. They connect for the long score.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. Georgia State is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 18 over UAB. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Harper. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This offense will find different ways to get their backs involved. It's not just tailbacks, but how about the fullback there? He makes a catch just for a few yards to help keep this drive going.
Smith dropping to pass. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Grab near the marker. It's Bannon. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone beater. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And the defense getting a hand in there on 3rd down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away.
Number 12, on to kick it away.
Just needs a crack to get a return. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Gonna run it. It's Reinbold. Oh, he's got some space.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
The Wolfpack faithful screaming at the top of their lungs, desperate for a 3rd down stop. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. And the Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. That's usually prime return position, but you'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Smith dropping to pass. Makes the grab. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Swings it out to the flat. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Love the awareness by the defense here. They're trying to get the running back the ball in space, but the defense was expecting it. They had guys in position. They located the football, and they went and game tackled.
Wants to throw again. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this 2nd half.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Makes the catch. It's Huffman. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
At the 30-yard line. Offense facing 4th down.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
Fires to the big fella. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Smith wants to throw. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
I'll tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target. And then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Defense knocks him down immediately after the catch, but now they're facing a goal-to-go situation from the 7.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Off play action on 1st down. Trying to pull his way in. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. The corners are walked up tight. Trying to punch it in. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina State. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. But this offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better for... There he goes! Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a 1st down at the 38. He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. They'll ride the hot hand. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Back to throw, it's Carney.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Defender all over him, knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. That That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Power football with the run. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
How about the job by this defense? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten halves to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, and pull off the big upset.
They'll give him one to the 28-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Smith dropping to pass. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Wolfpack.
Keep it down.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You could see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Louisiana Tech is getting smoked today. This is an eye-opener. It's a type of game that can just demoralize a fan base. They're trailing by 21 to San Diego State. We will be multitasking today, boys. One eye on that game, one eye on your game. Really the only way to do it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. And the Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! They move on top here in the fourth.
What a great game, tied late in the ball game. Who's going to make the big play? They come up with it late, take the lead. Nice execution. It's hard to execute in these moments. People get tight. The score's tied late in the game. I don't want to mess up, but this offense doesn't worry about messing up. They put the ball in the end zone and take the lead.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. It's reverse. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. We've got a timeout on the field, a tight game in the fourth, and the brain trust will go to work. Sends it back in motion. Smith wants to throw. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And these moments can be tight, man. You start looking at that clock, and that thing's staring at you. So, I got to pass, I got to pass. Big fourth down and short. You got to get this first down. So, you got to be thinking about that first before you think about the clock.
They'll run for it. Stop short of the marker. And they stop with this defense, and they get the ball back. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. The running back has it. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3-ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drives together, down multiple possessions, Jesse. We don't have any time to waste.
Yeah, so at this point of the game, your best players have to touch the football. You've got to dial up plays, getting your biggest playmakers involved now if you're going to win this game.
QB strikes the ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Brings up second down.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Smith dropping to pass. Quick strike complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play, clock running. These DBs going to give a little cushion. On third down, he drops the throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Throws to the tight end. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team come into fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That's going to do it from here. For David
for
Pollack
watching.
and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis.